What's a man to do when he is driven by dreams but directed by duty? My name is Brian Snow, known as the Snowman, and this is Diary of a Mad Snowman. This is Chapter 2, Fighting the Good Fight, Part 1, Driven by Dreams, Directed by Duty. Each day I see my wife come home from work exhausted, beyond exhausted, and we have talks all the time about what are we going to do for extra money because she and my daughter are the only ones working in the household, and me, I'm disabled and I can't get any help from the state of Indiana. This is where I'm driven by my dreams of being a great broadcaster and a billionaire broadcaster, but directed by immediate duty to help my family. I can tell y'all truthfully, there are days I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and how I'm going to help move my family forward. And yet, that's my duty, is to help move my family forward. I have to find ways to get it done. And when I was somewhat healthy, I was able to do Uber Eats. When I get healthy again, I'm going to couple it with DoorDash and do whatever I have to do to bring money in the household. But being stuck here in the house, not being able to fulfill my duty as a husband and as a father, drives me absolutely mad. It drives me mad because I feel helpless, because I feel like I can't, or according to some, won't take care of my family. And those of you who know me, you know that's completely false. Eventually, I want whatever I do in front of this microphone, be it sports, be it this, be it Snowman Unfiltered, I want to have my brand and whatever I do within it pay all the bills, and we don't struggle anymore. I want the dreams that I have to fulfill my duty as a husband and as a father. There are days when people see me and they give me so much encouragement. Then I have days where people see me and I think they're laughing at me. And I know that to be true on some fronts and not be true on other fronts. I know that. I know that and I feel that. There are people that do understand and there are some that don't. And to the ones that don't, I'm going to use the short time that I have here before I'm off to bed and get ready for Friday to try to explain to the best of my ability why I and people like I are driven by dreams, but yet directed by duty. So many days I'd have to put my dreams off to the side and make sure the household is taken care of. Had to do that a lot during my first marriage until I finally got tired of putting myself and my dreams on hold. That started the Odyssey. 2005 launched the Odyssey. But just when it seems like you're ready to take that next step and go to the next level and merge everything together, make your dreams your duty, something gets put in the way. But instead of the normal, and yeah, for me, it was normal for a long time. Woe is me attitude. Now I have an attitude of, okay, how am I going to get around this obstacle or through it? Y'all know me. If I can't find a way around the obstacle, I'll punch that sumbitch and go through it. Because if I don't, it'll put me back into place in 2017 where I never want to be again. And that is physically inside of a mental hospital, and that is emotionally in the dirt. Because I felt no one was there for me. Going through what I've been through recently with cancer and with blood clots and my recent toe amputation, I know what my duty is now. The first part of it is to completely heal. As much as I worry about what I can do to help my wife, to help my daughter, especially financially, I can't let it bury me. And that is in no way, shape, or form saying that I don't care. I do, more than you know, more than you realize, more than anyone cares to ask. I do care. I care so much that it pains me that I can't go help them right now. I got one some bitch who keeps telling me, "You need to get off your ass and find a job, Tubby." Yeah, and he calls me. He called that's his pet name for me. And what a friend of mine made me realize today is that even after 14 years, I'm still living rent free in his head. And I don't think he's the only one I'm living rent free in. So, as long as I keep up the fight, and believe me, I'm nowhere near giving up. I've had days where I've wanted to, especially seeing the exhaustion on my wife's face. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get to a point within a year's time where this microphone and everything associated with it and with Snowman Multimedia is not only paying our bills, but getting us to the point where we don't have to worry about money anymore. And I took a couple of phone calls today. That's going to help that dream even more by taking some of the weight off my back. I still have to put in the work. Believe me, I still have to put in the work in doing the content. But the heavy lifting, I just got a tremendous assist for that. And within time, y'all will see what the assist is going to do. I apologize. I have been putting this off for a while because I've just been tired, which leads me to the decision to make this weekly instead of nightly, like I declared the first time. And I was floating so high on after that first episode. It's like, when can I do the next one? What I'm going to do is something that I like doing but don't like doing. I'm going to keep dropping these, but I'm going to drop them weekly. Just to keep the pressure off. And it'll come at a certain time. Therefore, I know it'll be within a time during the day where I know I'll be able to do it and not be so fatigued and so tired that I'm postponing interviews and postponing postponing stuff that I know I have to do and need to do, just so I know that I can do it and still give myself some downtime, because that's how I've been suffering. I haven't given myself enough downtime. And it's my own fault because I keep going and going and going, and I never take the time to rest. Well, not consistently. Not consistently. And that's going to change. Even though I know there are certain times I know I can put content out and have it be maximized. But you know what? The hard work that I'm going to put in is going to be done smarter. That is driving my dreams. Directed by duty, the first duty of mine is to heal. The next duty of mine is to help my family. And while I am healing, I am using this microphone and this studio I got constructed here in the house to do just that. And I leave a message for the people who think I can't do it, or in their words, won't do it. I double dare you to stop me, because you're not. I'm throwing the gauntlet down. I'm driven by my dreams and also directed by my duty. It just took me a while to figure out what my duties are and what order to put them in. And the first one is for me to get completely healthy. And while I'm getting completely healthy, to use this microphone in front of me to help out around the house. And when I'm not on this microphone, make sure the house stays clean. And a promise I made to my wife. She takes care of one part, I take care of the other. The roles have flipped, especially since I became sick. But I'm getting better. I'm getting a hell of a lot better. Gentlemen, let me say this to you, and let me say this out loud. There are ways where you can be driven by your dreams and directed by your duty, and they can mesh into one and give you the happiest part of your happy medium. You have to find them. And that's the toughest part. The first part is finding that happy medium. The toughest part is bringing both parts of the equation into one. That's the toughest thing to do. Hell, it took me some 30 years to figure it out. But when the right people come into your life and they encourage you to keep going with it, you don't have a choice but to keep going with it, because they want to see you. The people that are true to you truly want to see you accomplish both parts of this: your duty and your dreams. There will never be an or in the middle of those two phrases. There will be an and, or if you write as much as I do, an ampersand. Driven by dreams or directed by duty. If you figure it out, you can be driven by your dreams and directed by duty, and have your direction to your duty drive you to your dreams, and have both parts of that equation come together. This has been Diary of a Mad Snowman, Chapter 2, Fighting the Good Fight, Part 1, Driven by Dreams, Directed by Duty. Good night.